faster, Ravenpaw! Keep up! Graypaw glanced over his shoulder before he plunged into a clump of ferns. Ravenpaw dug his claws into the ground and picked up speed. He saw Graypaw's striped pelt vanish into the bracken, just behind the orange flash of Firepaw's fur. Ravenpaw burst through the ferns and raced after his clanmates. They were running much faster now, so quickly that the colors of the forest were a blur of green, brown, and pale gold. They whisked through the undergrowth, following paths that grew narrower and narrower. But even the densest clump of brambles didn't slow them down. Smooth gray shapes loomed up and vanished in a heartbeat. I didn't know we were heading towards Snake Rocks, Ravenpaw thought in surprise. Then, they were pelting next to the thunder path, monsters roaring alongside them. The apprentices were too quick. They were leaving the howling, yellow-eyed monsters behind. Now, they were beside the river, brown and churning and flecked with foam. The trail along the bank was a little more than the thickness of a reed, slippery with wet green moss. The cats didn't falter, not even when stiff green stalks lashed against their fur. I wish we could run like this forever, Ravenpaw thought. His legs weren't tired at all. His paws were lighter than dried leaves, and he was breathing as easily as if he were lying in his nest. In front of him, Firepaw had reached the base of Sunning Rocks, the vast mound of stones that stood beside the river. Firepaw swarmed up the rocks without slowing down. Graypaw and Ravenpaw reached the top only a moment behind him, and all three cats stood side by side, looking out across the trees. "There's no better place than ThunderClan," Firepaw declared. "ThunderClan!" Graypaw echoed. Ravenpaw opened his mouth to join in, but a raindrop splashed onto his muzzle, making him jump. The sky was still blue and cloudless, and the sun blazed on his black fur. But out of nowhere, rain was falling, heavier and heavier.